Hey, second grade. The last poem I'm going to teach you about this week is a Limerick poem, and these are fun because they're made to make you laugh. So here's what you need to know about them. They are funny, so they have humor. There's a specific pattern they follow, and they rhyme. So here is the pattern right here. A, B, B, A. So what this means is line 1, 2, and 5 are going to rhyme, and then lines 3 and 4 are going to rhyme. Here's an example. A, B, B, A. All the A words, or all the A lines have the og sound. Dog, hog, fog. All the B lines have the at sound. Mat, cat. Now, it doesn't have to be those specific sounds. That's just an example of what this pattern looks like. Now, these words are normally going to be at the end of a line. In the poem I'm going to show you, it's really funny. The B line, though, is combined into one long line, but there's still 2 rhyming words, and I'll show you that in our poem. So here is our poem. While you are listening, see if you can pick out all the words that rhyme. It says let me start that over. It says, Tim wore rubber bands on his wrist for each item on his to-do list. But the more he forgot, the bigger it got. So now it's a big rubber fist. So you probably can pick out the words that rhyme on all the A lines, and I will underline them now. So we have the word wrist. What are the other 2 words that rhyme with wrist in this poem? You got it. List and fist. Now the B lines are all on this one line actually. So there's 2 rhyming words in this 3rd line. Let me read it to you again. But the more he forgot, the bigger it got. What are the 2 words that rhyme on here? You got it. Forgot and got. So here is our, so this is an A line. All right, second grade. So here is an example of a Limerick poem. While I read it, I want to see if you can find the rhyming words. So listen for those. Tim wore rubber bands on his wrist for each item on his to-do list. But the more he forgot, the bigger it got. So now it's a big rubber fist. So what are the first rhyming words you hear? Well, right away I hear the word wrist. What's the other words that rhyme with that word? You got it. List and fist. So you'll see all of these are an A line. A, because they all have the ist sound in them. Now there's only one line left, which sometimes happens, but you'll still hear 2 more rhyming words that have a different sound in them. But the more he forgot, the bigger it got. What are the 2 rhyming words you just heard? Absolutely. Forgot and got. They both have the at sound. So you'll see A, and then you'll see B, because they all have the same rhyming sounds depending on if they're on the A line or the B line. All right, so here is an example of my poem. While you're watching it, you'll probably get even a better example of what the pattern looks like because I have 5 total lines, unlike the other poem that had 4. We'll highlight them together so you can see the pattern even better as well. Before I do that, I am going to read you my poem. Oh, look at this bee, the cutest I could ever see. So I give him a pet on the head, then turn quite red. That bee just stung me. So let's see, can we find all of the rhyming words that end in E? You got it. We have B, C, and me. Let me circle those just so we can see them better. Now I'm going to read the middle 2 lines again just so you can hear the rhyming word because it doesn't have the same spelling but it has the same sound. So I give him a pet on the head, then turn quite red. What are the two rhyming words in those two sentences or lines? You got it. Head and red. They both end in ed. Now we're going to do one more thing before I send you on your way. We are going to see if this actually does follow the A, A pattern. So B and C, do those both have the same sounds? Good, so that is an A line. What about me? You got it. So right now, our first two lines and our last line all have the E sound at the end, so they are part of the A pattern, A. Now our middle two are going to be different, are they? Good, they're ed. So we have E and ed, they're different, but they rhyme to each other. So that is where the pattern comes from. If they rhyme, then they're the same letter, A. I know I said one more thing, but there's one more tip I want to give you before I send you on your way. For me, it's easier to think of the words I want to rhyme before I think of the sentences or lines I'm going to write. Because if I start with a sentence like, I was starting with words like, oh, look at the sun. And then I couldn't think of that many words that I wanted to rhyme with the word sun. Okay? So think of those rhyming words first, and then fill in your sentences or lines after. All right, second grade, these are really fun poems. There's a quick lesson or assignment that you're going to do after this. If you like laughing, you might want to use this poem tomorrow as your Mother's Day poem.